Ever since Wednesday's series premiered on Netflix, we all want to know a little more about the main characters and a bit of the history of the past movies. We know that the Addams family have existed for decades and have passed from generation to generation with different characters and new adaptations. That's why in this video you will see who all have starred in Wednesday. But first I invite you to subscribe to this channel and activate the notification bell to be one of the first people to comment and watch my video. These have been the 6 actresses who have played Wednesday over the years. Lisa Loring. In the television series of the 60s, in the Addams Family, Lisa Loring was in charge of giving life to Wednesday. At only 6 years old, she gave life to the iconic character of Wednesday and captivated all viewers. Christina Ricci. Christina Ricci's face is probably the one that most people associate when remembering this iconic character. She brought Wednesday Addams to life in the 1991 and 1993 films The Addams Family and The Return of the Addams Family. Both productions were a hit of the 90s, so Christina Ricci later participated in other films such as Penelope and The Legend of the Headless Horseman. Nicole Fugger. In the 1998 movie The Addams Family Reunion, Nicole Fugger was the actress chosen to play Wednesday Addams. She was also cast in the television series, produced in the same year, The New Addams Family, which ran for 1 season and 65 episodes in total. Melissa Hunter. In 2013, an adult version of the character of Wednesday Addams was made for a series that was broadcast on YouTube, which was called A Wednesday Adulta. The adult version of Wednesday was played by Melissa Hunter, and its story revolved around the challenges faced by the character after becoming independent from her family. Chloe Grace Moretz. Even Chloe Grace Moretz has played the youngest of the Addams family. She did this through the 2019 animated films, The Addams Family and The Addams Family Part 2, which was released in 2021. Although per se she only lent her voice for the character, it is indisputable that the actress should be considered in this list of artists who have brought Wednesday to life. Jenna Ortega. It is the latest version of Wednesday Addams, which can be seen on Netflix thanks to the new series being made by Tim Burton. Who will play the lead role will be the actress of Latin American descent Jenna Ortega. In the series we will see how Wednesday deals with not-so-common teenage problems while facing how to manage her powers. With the premiere of Wednesday, one of Netflix's hit series so far, the performance of Latina actress Jenna Ortega is causing a stir, as her performance as the daughter of the Addams family has been well received by critics. Of course, her performance has also been compared to the rest of the actresses who have played this character, especially Christina Ricci, who was Wednesday in the 90s movies. We must keep in mind that both characters take place in different times. The actresses forged their careers in different contexts, and that both the movies and the series are aimed at a different generation. In this case, Jenna Ortega is funnier than Christina Ricci's Wednesday. Well, perhaps the most notable difference between the two versions is that Netflix's Wednesday has a more noticeable sense of humor, and even smiles a little less from time to time. The 90s Wednesday was quite the opposite, with a serious and somber personality, as she was never seen smiling or making hilarious jokes. Her only touch of humor was as black as her clothes. Christina Ricci's Wednesday was closer to her family. Well, all the family members in the Addams family had an established dynamic and get along well, with Wednesday always torturing Pericles and his dads showing them affection at every turn, albeit sometimes strangely. But in the series you can see that Wednesday is a rebellious teenager and doesn't get along very well with her parents. Although she is a little closer to her dad, she is always at odds with her mother and doesn't mind saying hurtful things to him when she tries to get close. The Addams family's Wednesday is more mysterious. True to her family's quirkiness, Homer and Morticia's daughter loves to play dangerous pranks and set deadly traps, although it's never really clear exactly why the Addamses are the way they are. In the movies, Wednesday's character is kept shrouded in mystery by not expressing her thoughts much. In addition, she is always drawn to the morbid and other things that would cause fear in most people. In contrast, in the Netflix series the goth girl is more expressive about her motivations and ideas. She even writes a novel and shows her thoughts while solving a mystery. Jenna Ortega's Wednesday is more outgoing. In the movies, Wednesday is shown to hate being around other people and has no intention of establishing friendships. In contrast, In the series she does attend school, and in the end that leads her to make friends, and even have a crush. Although she remains antisocial, at Nevermore Academy she develops a bond with her roommate, Enid Sinclair, and other characters such as Tyler Galpin and Xavier Thorpe. Netflix's Wednesday has more personality and depth. As the movies have less time to develop the characters, their personalities and motivations change little or are not explored. Such is the case of Wednesday, who in the movies could be defined only as a dark, serious girl who doesn't care about anyone's acceptance. In the series, in the 8 episodes of the Netflix series you can see that Wednesday has these characteristics, but she is more expressive and hints that underneath her mask of seriousness she does care about her family and friends. Throughout the story, it is possible to appreciate an evolution in her, but without losing her essence that fans love so much. The famous series Wednesday, when it arrived to Netflix, immediately became a trend due to the strong presence in networks of fans of the Addams Family that celebrated the interpretation of Jenna Ortega as the great protagonist. But that's not all, it also marked the return of Christina Ricci, in case you hadn't noticed. Once it became known that Jenna Ortega would be the new Wednesday, thousands of fans and followers of the Addams Family began to congratulate the new project of one of the most endearing series of recent times. But if the surprises were not enough, Christina Ricci's return to the series after 30 years of absence was also confirmed. Jenna Ortega managed to coincide in the recording studios with Christina Ricci, who plays Marilyn Thornhill, the tutor of Wednesday at the Nevermore Academy. However, what has been little talked about is that neither of them touched the subject of Wednesday. Or at least that's what Jenna Ortega herself implied. The young actress said that she never dared to ask her predecessor for advice, and seen from the other side, it was not necessary either, since Christina Ricci did not dare to talk about the character in common. She also clarified that she did not want to be a contemporary version of her, since she does not intend to imitate something that Christina Ricci did 3 decades ago. In another moment of conversation, Jenna Ortega made it clear that her role is very different from the one played by Christina Ricci, since they have different personalities and lifestyles. The California-born actress also made it clear that this new version has several characters to take into account. So let me know in the comments which of the Wednesday you have seen, and of course, for your tastes, which one would be the best for you. And if you liked this video, subscribe to this channel so you can stay updated on all your favorite artists.